episode of Let's Talk About It with Ealot. And of course, I'm your host, Ealot. And today I have a special guest with me, my daughter, Sydney. And thanks for joining me today, Sydney.
Thanks for having me.
And I kind of like the vibe you're giving off. Like you're looking really, you're giving, I'm studious, you're giving, I'm cute, but we're, very intellectual. So I'm kind of liking that.
That is me.
Okay, that is
the vibe is me.
That is vibe. Okay. So listen, today we're going to talk about can you have, a platonic relationship with someone that you were previously intimate with. So let's talk about that. So I want to know, what do you think about friendships in general with men and women? Do you think men and women in general, without just having a relationship, can actually have a platonic friendship?
I think so, but it is like you have to have like no physical attraction to each other in order for you to just have a friendship. Like, I think sometimes people are like physically attracted to people, and that's where it kind of like, okay,
it goes south.
Yeah, it goes south. But I think if you are not physically attracted to the person, you can genuinely have a relationship, and it could be a male and a female relationship, and they're just friends.
So do you have obviously relationships with a male that you're not attracted to them and they're cool?
Yeah, okay. I've had that since I was a child. Like, I have plenty of my guy friends that, like, we've never talked. It's never been any of that. And like, they my homegirls, really. Okay. They the homegirls.
Okay, the homegirls. Okay, y'all caught that, right? Homegirls. Okay. So listen, my perception is it depends on the dynamics of the friendship, right? So if you're platonic, that means you're not attracted to me, I'm not attracted to you, we've never been involved, and we're just really cool. Have I ever experienced that? Yes, for sure. But it's much easier in my perception if you've never been attracted to each other.
Right.
Like sometimes people have friends and you put somebody in the friend zone,
but you was really attracted
you really
to them.
was feeling them at some point, but you were like, yeah, no, we need to just be friends.
The physical attraction is where it starts to, like, the friendship dissolves. And the physical attraction sometimes can be one-sided. Like, the girl could think the man is attractive, and the man is like, no, like, that's my homegirl. Right. But then it's hard for men because it's like, once women, they have to be really disciplined. The man has to be disciplined. If a woman came on to him and he was like, yeah, she's not my first pick, but if she wants me to have sex with her,
let's do it.
Right.
What man is going to turn it down? I need to hear that from you guys, because, y'all have a hard time saying no. Say no. It's okay to say no. You still do when you say no. A manly man. It actually takes more strength to say no.
You might be more attractive saying no than you are saying yes to everyone. So.
Yeah, that's kind of puts you in a different value zone. But I think male-female friendships, the dynamics part of it is kind of can be challenging, because sometimes it is one person was previously attracted and you just said, you know what, I just want to stay friends. I don't want to get involved with you. But then when you put the caveat of we were once intimate, we were once in a relationship, we were once involved, we once had a love thing going on, and now we're going to try to be just friends. Is that possible, you think?
H-E-double-hockey-sticks, no. No, I don't think so. I think I'm not going to say that every situation.
I'm glad you were respectable.
Always. My mama raised me right.
Okay.
Thank y'all. I think I'm not going to say that every situation is the same, so I'm not going to say that it's impossible, but it's very, 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 emphasis on the very,
very, very
rare. So I really don't think it's possible. And I think only because, like, in my experience, it's crazy. I was just talking to one of my friends yesterday about this. Like, I think it's harder for people to separate, like, they're feeling like, okay, we were friends before. Yes, but at some point, it's like when the person is still in your life, it's like, okay, well, I do kind of still Like,
right.
there's a lingering, and it could, again, be one-sided. One of y'all can still have that lingering, like, if I ever got the opportunity, I would talk to them again. If I ever got the opportunity, I would have sex with him or her again. So, I don't think it's possible. But I think it's easier when either of the two are not in a relationship. I think it puts a different spin on it when one of them is in a relationship and they're like, oh, this is my homegirl that I used to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, bro,
yeah,
what?
now we're about to have a problem, because if I'm in a relationship with you and you were once involved with your friend, every time you tell me you're with your friend, I'm probably going to side-eye you.
I might chop you.
Yeah.
I might bop you, chop you.
Really? Yeah, okay. So that makes it very different also. But I think for me, my perception on it is, I just think it's a no. I think once you've been involved and you've had feelings, at some point, that means something about them was attractive. Something
and that
about
won't go
them.
away. Well, unless you despise them. But
right, and if you despise them, then you really can't be friends with them.
Right.
So I think at some point, because something about them was attractive, whether it was physical or just the vibe. Thank you. Just the vibe in general. I think that's what complicates it and makes it a little bit, makes the water a little muddy. So I think it's better to just say, now I know people do it. I'd love to hear your comments. I know people do it. I've heard people have people give them away at their wedding by someone who was their friend, who they were previously involved in. I probably would be like, that's a no for me. The
wedding is off.
Yeah, but I know someone that happened to. Like they were, they were intimately. The couple is still married.
Oh, well.
And the person is one of their best friends, but it's a no for me, because I feel like whatever you were attracted to in the beginning, I just don't see that going away. Maybe your relationship dissolved, but that attraction piece doesn't dissolve, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I know a lot of people say, this is just my homegirl, but even at that, it's got to be somebody you were never attracted, you just would never even consider it. Yeah, that's why it's a physical
attraction, and it doesn't have to be that I'm physically attracted. I mean, physical attraction is physical, but maybe I should say attraction, period, because I could be more so attracted to your personality. Like, you may not be my first catch through my eyes, but now that I've sat there and talked to you, like your personality, I'm like, I kind of like how he moves. Yeah, like, or how he thinks. I was going to say, like, in retrospect. Is there
something else we need?
No,
do we need to talk about that? Okay.
But I'm saying, like, in retrospect, I was trying to put it in both.
I understand. Whatever. I'm just joking.
But, like, their personality is attractive. So
yeah. That's what kind of makes the water muddy for me, because it's like, I don't know how you would take that dynamic out of that. Although people, again, say that they do, say that they can, say that they are doing it. But for me, with my personality type, it's like, I'm always analytical. So I'm wondering at what point, whatever you were attracted to before is going to rise to the surface. And the next thing I know, it's going to be something, and I'm going to have to go probably get a hammer or something. And
we're not doing hammers.
Okay.
I think maybe running over people. Rent a Tahoe.
Yeah, no, we're not even doing that, because I keep telling you I'm not the jail type. So it's like,
you're right. Me either.
I love orange, but that's not cute.
You can get bopped.
Yeah, that's not, bopping is okay. But cute, that's not cute to be in jail. No, that's not cute for them to even be looking for you. So, no, we're just not going to take that route. But I think the people that can do it, maybe it's a maturity level. And I'm going to even think, what comes to mind at the moment is the relationship with the celebrity, Will Smith and his wife. And his ex-wife has a, like,
now, I will say,
because kids are involved.
And
don't come to my house and bake cakes, though.
Wait a minute now.
Okay.
Kids are involved. Their kids grown now, so we can't act like the kids are like 2
You need
5.
a reason to be around.
But I think sometimes, that's a hard one, because I feel like marriage puts a different spin on it.
Okay.
So, like, he's married to Jada and he's friends with his ex-wife, but Jada and his ex-wife are also still, like, they're pretty close.
But at some point, you and her ex-husband y'all made a baby.
Just
so that
one.
meant y'all were physically attracted.
We only know
to
of
each
one
other.
time because they made
So,
baby.
okay, so we're going to take that as at some point y'all were physically attractive. So I could be cordial to the person. I could be respectable to her. But don't come to my house and bake cakes, cookies. We not vacationing together.
It just maybe it lacks boundaries for you. But I think a marriage
That's
puts
a
it
good
different.
thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
like there should be some boundaries with it. But you would want the mother of your child or the father of your child to have a good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with whatever
My
role
other
you
partner,
have.
yes, for sure.
Yeah, so to me, that's why I'm like, it's a little different with marriage. Now, if you're just boyfriend and girlfriend, it's a no. But marriage, like you were in a covenant, protected covenant bond.
True.
Like
That's
a relationship is not that.
But I don't want you at my house though. Like there's still a boundary.
It's
like
boundaries.
yeah, the
You have to
boundary for me
establish
is
boundaries.
we're in a relationship. We were in a relationship. We were actually married. We made a baby. So it is important to me that we have a cordial interaction with
And I think it's healthy for their son to have. I know maybe they could have just gotten to that point.
right.
You don't know how bad
we don't
it
see
was.
the dynamic.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
maybe for them it's important for their son to see like, yeah, my parents aren't together, but they still have a healthy relationship with
That's
each other.
true. That's true.
And that's important for children to see.
It is, and I agree with that totally. Having a healthy relationship, and it's not bitter, it's not toxic, it's not, you know, my parents are going back and forth, and my father's new wife is having a problem. And I also think, which is another episode about step parents. So I think a lot of times people marry people with children. No, you haven't. You won't have a stepdad.
Why I won't?
I'm not trying to find a daddy. No,
I didn't
not to be your daddy, my daddy, but not yours. Okay, so I think that's another topic without you on here.
Have fun.
But I think that people marry people with relationships preconceived that okay, I'm marrying this guy, but he had children. Like he had a whole set of kids, 1, 2, however many, before he married you. And it's important, not that you become their mother or father, but that you're able to embrace them because that person is an extension of whoever you're a partner with. So the fact that he or she may have to interact with the person that they were once in a relationship with, and maybe they're cordial, maybe you call their relationship platonic, but it's really more of a cordial relationship for the sake of I think people need to learn to embrace that. And as women, I think our self-esteem as women tends to cause us to say, I don't like that he's moved on. I don't like that he's got another person. So I'm getting ready to give this person a hard time because
I'm moving on.
Yeah.
So I will hope you're moving on.
Yes, and I would think the same thing. And so to be able to do that is a maturity level. But I think a lot of people walk into step parent relationships with the understanding that I'm just marrying you. No, you just married the children and the other part of their family too. You may not have a close relationship. And so you're now going to have to understand the dynamics of their platonic relationship because of the kids.
Right.
For the sake of the kids. Like you got to be able to get along.
A definition of platonic. And
do it.
Everything that it is.
You're intellectual. Let's give it to them.
Well,
come on, look it up. You got your phone. Give them platonic. Because platonic, I think people misunderstand that. And so I just love that you're so intellectual.
Oh,
that's so great.
I get my smarts from my mom.
From my mom. Get it from her mama. Sip.
Okay, it says platonic. The definition, it's an adjective.
Mm-hmm.
It's intimate
Y'all
and
know
affectionate.
About excuse me. Y'all know about adjective because you know this new generation.
Conjunction.
What's your function? Hooking up words and phrase. I don't remember the word.
What was the other one you used to sing? I'm just a bill.
And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
Y'all don't know about that.
Now I'm off to the White House where I'll sit here and wait. Okay.
Forever, because they're not doing nothing. But anyway.
No, they're fighting like nuts. But anyway.
It says platonic. Again, it's an adjective. And it's of love or friendship, intimate and affectionate, but not sexual.
Yeah, so when y'all marry somebody, understand that if they had kids before, they may have a relate. Now, if the dude is still tipping out, that's different. Like, y'all may need to stop with that too, because sometimes y'all do. And you know, I love the guys. I'm a guy mom, so I love that. But y'all gotta stop trying to tap on the door. Like, it's over. It's over. Stay focused. Stay focused. Keep your pants zipped up.
Tapping on the door if the door is open?
Because it takes a real man to say, I see the door open, but you know what? I'm focused on this over here. So let me say focus on this, because at the end of the day, some of these women are grimy. Right? It's some grimy females out there that are looking for an opportunity because mentally they didn't move on. You, the man, moved on, but she didn't move on. And so she wants the opportunity to ruin your relationship.
If he wanted to tap on the
door? You know, men kind of have an issue sometimes with self-control. They do. That's a different topic for a different episode. But they do have a problem with self-control. And so keep your pants zipped up. What's the problem?
If we're going to tell the man to keep his pants zipped up, tell the woman to keep her legs closed. It goes both ways.
They won't keep them closed, though.
They won't keep their pants zipped up.
Y'all help us keep y'all legs closed, please.
They can't. That's another... They can. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that.
The episodes are going to keep coming because we're going to
They just don't want to, but they can.
Yeah. So platonic friendships, I think you have to have a maturity level when you're married to say, okay, this person has children with this person. They got to interact.
Right.
But then the new person has to respect that.
Right, as well.
Yes, as well. And so you can't expect the man to not interact with his children. I mean, a good father. Or a good mother, because sometimes mothers leave, and the man has children. So at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you stay in your lane, but it's respectable. As long as your partner is respectable towards you, and if it's a platonic relationship, that he includes you with his interaction with the person. And he doesn't say, I'm going to hang out with my friend that I used to be involved with, but you can't go.
Right. That puts a different spin on it.
Yeah, that puts another spin on it too, because if he was previously involved, but there's nothing there, he's not going to mind
you coming around the same way. Right. Friends, period. Like, this is who's important in my life at this current moment. Right. These are all of my friends or people that were in my life before you came. Right. So let me involve you. That, I think, is what puts people more so at ease.
I agree.
I'm just going here with this person. You don't know about this person. I told you about this person. I told you I had sex with her 2 times, and then we just decided to be friends. But I'm going somewhere with her.
Yeah. And I can't go. Buddy, when you get to the car, I'm standing outside. I'm already in the passenger seat. Might drive, okay.
No, I'm not driving.
You're not driving. Okay, you bopping. I'm driving because I want to see what's happening. So,
no, anyway, when you walk out that door, make sure you don't come back. Oh, don't return.
Okay, y'all heard that. So there you have it. That is this week's episode of Let's Talk About It with Keola. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I thank you for the support. I thank you for the genuine people that are supporting me in my development of this podcast. And it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. So I want to thank you for it. Make sure you stay connected with me on YouTube and on TikTok and Instagram. Love you without judgment, and see you next time.